Hey guys, I'm in Stuttgart in the Mercedes-Benz Museum. This is a very interesting museum since it takes you from the history of the first automobiles all the way through all the floors in the museum to modern cars and hybrids and race cars and things like that. So actually Mercedes-Benz was a combination of Daimler and Benz companies, and I think the Benz company from Mannheim which is quite close to Stuttgart, was the first one to create a combustion engine vehicle, and Daimler followed very close after, and that was in the Stuttgart region. And when those two companies merged, the Daimler Benz company was formed, and I think the Stuttgart region is the headquarters for that company, and the history goes back into the late 1880s, so there's a really long history of these automobiles, and these first vehicles were very slow in speed, and they were different purposes, some for carrying commercial products and others for just passenger cars. Here's one of the first Daimler engines from 1889, and that weighed like 61 kilograms, and it was a very low power engine. Here are some old ones as well. This one is already a 4-cylinder engine. The museum is very interesting because it shows you kind of also relevant context of what was happening in the world at the time when these automobiles were done or were created. And the museum is structured in a way that you take the lift up to the top floor and you have the oldest vehicles up there, and then you get newer vehicles as you move down, and these ones look already like things you might have seen in some movies, but they are still actually super old. But like I think that white one, for example, is a faster vehicle already, going closer to 100 kilometers per hour. And the museum also has like plane engines, and here's one full airplane. And if you look down there, you have some bit more sporty race type cars, and here as well, like the first cars which they created were quite stylish in my eye. Some of the like 1980s cars aren't that interesting, but these older ones look really cool. Here we can see a few plane engines, or maybe this is from a Zeppelin. Here's again one plane engine, or actually a few of them. You can reach the machine quite easily from the center of the city with the S1 line. Doesn't take very long from the Hauptbahnhof to get here, and the entrance ticket is like 16 euros. There's also a Porsche museum here in Stuttgart. I think this Mercedes museum is more interesting, but if you go to the Porsche museum, I think you can, and if you have been using a Deutsche Bahn train or something like that, you might get a 50% discount. And then again, if you come to this Mercedes museum with having that Porsche museum ticket to show, I think it's like a 25% discount. The side rooms here, which I'm not showing you now, also contain a lot of service vehicles and special equipment. vehicles from Mercedes, and there's also one room which has cars owned by celebrities. Like there's one car owned by the Pope, and I think there was a NASA astronaut owned car, and yeah, some car owned by some movie stars as well. And I think one car was from the Lost World, was the 1997 Jurassic Park movie. That's also kind of interesting. I think that red car is super cool. It was a concept car somewhere maybe in the 2013 or something like that. Quite interesting. Now we are getting to a section which has almost exclusively race cars. Some of older ones were there, but there's also a section here with some newer race cars. And since I'm from Finland, that one's especially interesting because that has Häkkinen's name on it. That's a Formula 1 car which Mika Häkkinen from Finland won the World Championship with. If you found this video helpful or interesting in any way, please give the video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.